Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. I cannot wait to play with this new strange and unusual palette from Beaute Bar. This is so fun. Look at this. Beetlejuice inspired, fun color story inside. I am so hyped up for this palette. We're going to do swatches. We're going to do looks. I'm going to review this palette. And if you are new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here on my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, Halloween palettes, we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today because I do upload lots of new videos every single week. I am so hyped for this palette though. I love the Beetlejuice. I love the movie Beetlejuice. See, I'm so excited. I'm twisting my words. I love this artwork on the front. The color story looks beautiful. We're going to talk about it all. I also bought the highlighter palette from the brand, so I'm gonna swatch that. We're gonna play with it. I cannot wait, so let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start off quickly. Let me go ahead and show you the Oracle Chrome highlighter palette. So I bought this when it launched. I'm so excited. I do have an affiliate code with the brand. My code is Heather if you want to save. And I did purchase this palette. My order is here. I cannot wait. Let me show you a close-up of this palette. Although if you're just looking at it, you're gonna be like, okay, look at all those white shades and this one kind of like neutral rose gold shade. But these are colorful highlighters and I love a colorful highlighter. I think it's a great way to have fun with makeup. So let me show you the swatches. I did these swatches on my hand. I feel like that's the best way to show the shift. I was definitely inspired by my friend Angelica Nyqvist. She reviewed this palette. She swatched on her hand and I was like, wow, that's such a good way to show the shifts. So I'm also going to show you this video that I took on my iPhone. I think when things are like shifty, shiny, multi-chrome type of things, duochromes, it can be easier to see the shifts in different types of lighting. I really wish I was able to get some sunlight swatches, but it's been so rainy here, so that's just not possible right now. But I'm very excited. We're going to play with this highlighter palette, but the star of the show for today is going to be the Strange and Unusual palette. Now let me show you a close-up of this one so that you can see how beautiful the shades are. This palette is launching on September 20th. I will have all the details down below. Again, you can use a code on this palette and this palette was sent to me from the brand. I'm really excited because the first time I tried this brand was the M. Jones collab and I really enjoyed that palette. I think it was so beautiful. So I'm very excited to be testing this palette and we have a neon. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play with these. So I'm going to pop up swatches for y'all because this palette has 4 multi-chromes, 1 iridescent multi-chrome, 3 duochromes, 5 luxe mattes, 1 matte sparkle, and 1 shimmer. So that is a lot of things that I really like. So we're going to play with this palette. We've got a big, beautiful mirror in here. On the mirror underneath it says, I myself am strange and unusual. If you've seen Beetlejuice, you know, you get the reference. Also, let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Okay, we're good. I'm going to prime my eyes for shadow. I'm going to zoom all in and listen. This video, we're just going to have a good time. I'm going to be testing the shadows and creating looks, of course, but I hope you have a fun time watching this video. I'm in a great mood today. I hope I stay in a great mood. We're going to play. This palette is fun. I like to have fun with makeup. I want to have a good time. I want y'all to have a good time. I want you to enjoy things. And this palette looks like a good time. But we're going to see if the formulas inside are as great as the packaging. All of that. So yeah, let me get an eye primer on. Let me zoom y'all in and let's play. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play with this palette. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I put on my MAC Paint Pot Lay-In Low. I'm using a E27 from Sigma. Listen, you see what I'm wearing. I picked out the outfit. I did not think about the makeup, but obviously I have to use this one, right? Recently Deceased. Oh, it looks so pretty. And you know what I want to do? I may end up going in with the shimmer on my inner corner, but I really want to start this shade as like a wraparound inner corner shade. So instead of having my inner corner just be like, boop, right there, I want to kind of build it right there. But I'm impressed already with the pigment right there. Look at that. Ooh, I'm into it. Just kind of pressing this on top of my eye primer first. Now I put the eye primer kind of all over my lid. I didn't put it on the inner corner or lower lash line. I never do. I just never do. I just always put it like right on my lid. That's very pretty. That's very pretty. So yeah, I kind of want to layer that shadow like this and maybe even bring it in a little bit more in here. I don't really have like a look in mind that I want to do, but I knew I wanted to go in with this neon first. Okay, I am feeling so fun in this color. I'm going to take my Lunar Beauty 3 brush and I want to go into this shade Atom. Now I know y'all have already seen the swatches, but through the power of editing, you have already seen the swatches, but for me, I have not swatched this palette yet. Usually I do swatches after I try a palette. Ooh, so I knew this was like a matte with sparkles, but that's pigment. Okay, that is pigmented. Wow, okay. I'm happy. Oh, look at the green and the black together. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so I'm just going to press this on top of my primer and then I will slowly blend. And I'll probably even go back with this brush that we did the lime, would you even call this a lime green? Like this neon shade. I'll probably kind of like buff the edges out with that. But I wanted to kind of leave this outer corner empty from the green shadow at first because I really just wanted this deep dark color to lay right on top of the eye primer. So look at it. Ooh, I love it. Okay, I'm just going to take my time blending. And that's my thing when I'm working with super dark shadows, black shadows, anything like that. I just want to not be in a rush. I want to take my time blending. Not that you have to spend forever, you know, but I'm having fun with my makeup today. I'm not rushing out the door, so I'm just going to take my time, create. First, I'm pressing the shadow on, and then I will buff after that. Okay, so I've been thinking and thinking, what shimmer do I want to put on the lid? Because I have so many options, but I'm kind of leaning towards Miss Argentina down here, but I want to layer it over a black base. So I have this NYX SFX matte paint. So this is Dark Dream. It's a black. I'm going to put this on the lid and then I'm going to go in with the Miss Argentina on top. We'll see how that looks, but I want to layer it over a black base. Okay, so let's just put Miss Argentina over this NYX paint. Ooh, that's so pretty. Like, wow. This shade with the black, with that neon green, I'm even going to bring it up higher than I brought the paint. I didn't bring that black base up quite as high because I wanted to make sure that I was able to get like a nice fade. But if you wanted to do more of like a cut crease style, you could definitely, you know, make sure you're being a little more precise. But, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that. Oh, that is so fun and so intense. I want to do a little more blending right in here, kind of where the green and the black fade together. But I wanted to wait until I kind of got the lid shade on so I could see what was going on, because I definitely did not want to waste time blending anything that's going to be covered up. But I'm just pressing the shadow on first because I want to make sure I let that base set, and then I will go back and blend. But so much sparkle, so much pigment. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm loving how everything's coming together. I know it's a bit intense, but I'm a bit intense sometimes. So I did put on a little bit of that NYX paint underneath my eyes because I want to go in with this shade right here. So pretty. I'm picking this up on a Sigma pencil brush. I'm just like sticking the brush in to make sure I get that shade right where I want it. And I'm going to place this right on top of that black. I think a sparkly lower lash line can be so fun. So I'm just going to press it right on top of that NYX liner, and then I'll kind of like just lightly run the brush underneath to create a nice little fade. I love it so much. I was kind of leaning towards keeping the inner corner matte, but I don't think I will. I'm feeling all the sparkle that we have going on. I'm just having so much fun with this. Like, I'm having so much fun with this palette. Okay, I feel like we need a sparkly inner corner. I just feel like it needs to happen. We've got so much sparkle in this look, so I think it'll be fun to kind of layer something over top of that green inner corner. I can't even tell you how happy this is making me. So, oh man, okay, what to do? Because I'm like, there's so many options, and then I'm like, I have the Oracle highlight palette. I could use that as an inner corner, but I want to focus on this palette. So let's go in with Sandworm. That is so intense. I did not realize in the paint, like I said, y'all saw the swatches. I haven't seen the swatches, so I'm like, oh, how is this so intense? Okay, let me find a little bit here. Actually, this will be perfect. This is a Blend Bunny B1 brush. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm not going to spray it or anything because it looked pretty intense on its own. So I'm not going to spray it, and I'm going to just lightly put it there. Oh my gosh. Y'all, shut the front door. Are you kidding me? Don't even play. How? Why is it so pretty? Okay. No kidding? No kidding. Okay, this is my first impressions. This look right here. I'm gonna play with it more, and of course I'll review this palette at the end of the video. But let me tell you, my first impression, not even done with the look, this is one of the best palettes of the year. Just based on these shades that I've played with. If all the other shades in the palette are losers, these shades right here make the whole palette worth it for me. They really do. I know the brand sent this to me, but I would have bought this palette. Don't you worry. I bought the Oracle palette because I wanted it. I would have bought this palette because the color story and the theme I'm obsessed with. But right here, oh, you know, I don't want to be that person, but I look at it and I'm like, I can't even what? I don't know. It's that much of I can't even. Like, this is so pretty. Okay. What I'm going to do is liner, lashes, look, see if I want to blend anymore, see any of that. But this is basically the finished eye look. I'm just going to liner, lash it up, and then we will do the highlighter palette together. I'm so happy right now, but I'll be right back. Y'all, I have no words for how much I love my look. Like, love my look. I realized I have a hair in my lash. Okay, I put on some Kiss lashes in the style You Do You. I put on some black eyeliner, and now it is time to take this look to the next level. This right here is the level, but the next level is the level, you know? So we're gonna put on a colorful highlight. I've got my Oracle Chrome highlighter palette. So cool. And now you're looking, you already saw the swatches. Never mind. I was like, you're looking at this like, Heather, look at all those white shades. No, no, no. We know they're not all white shades, but I'm like moving it around to remind myself which shade I want to use. This one has like a green, pink, purple, white to it. So that's what we're going to use. The High Priestess. So let me move my hair back. Let me grab a brush. This is a E61 from Sigma, so it looks like this. Got a nice mirror in this palette, so I'm going to go into the High Priestess. I'm going to make sure my brush is coated on all sides, tap off any excess, and let's see, I haven't put this on my face yet, so I'm excited. That makes me happy. Oh my goodness, does that make me happy? Look at that. Oh, that is so, so pretty. Listen, makeup is so fun. Try a colorful highlighter. Just try it. Just try it because that is so fun. I'm having such a good time with this. Okay. A little down the nose. I'm not going to make it as intense down the nose. But we've got a highlight over here too, don't we? Oh. Happy, happy, happy sparkly highlighter. Oh, happy, happy. I'm happy. Now, I will say that there aren't glitters in this palette, but there is sparkle. Sparkle, 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 which I love. And if you're looking at my look, you're kind of wondering like, okay, well, you know, we saw the eyes, we're seeing the highlight. What else do you have on? I am wearing my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. Y'all know that launched this year and I've been obsessed with it. I'm actually on my second bottle. I used a whole bottle already and I repurchased it. And then I have on my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Volume 3 palette for bronzer. For blush, I have on the One Size blushes from the One Size Disney Fantasia collection because I am in the process of reviewing that palette. So I was like, let me use those blushes today. It makes me so happy, y'all. I feel so great in this makeup. My lip, let me look at the name actually. I'm wearing this makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream in Almost Bare. And then I went on top with it with these NYX glosses in the shade Beatrix. Y'all, I'm loving these NYX Winks glosses. Okay, so I'm obsessed with my final look. I feel so amazing in this. First impression of the palette, I love it. I'm very excited to create more looks with this, to play with this some more. I did not point out in the intro, I don't think, but I wanted to mention the layout of this palette is really, really pleasing to me. If you go down each column and just stick with 3 shades, I think that is a beautiful color story. So like put Miss Argentina all over your lid, buff it out a little bit with this white shade up here, Barbara, and then Sandworm on the inner corner. You could do that. You have this column, these shades pair beautifully together, this column, this column, this column. I was even thinking you could create like a, I don't want to say a neutral look, okay, because you don't see neutral colors in here necessarily, but I feel like you can create a subtle look if you want to. You could definitely take Beetlejuice and the matte white and kind of mix them and buff in to get a really light olivey shade. You could use Adam as eyeliner, and then if you wanted to add a shimmer on top, you could go in maybe for something a little more muted. Now, Lost Souls looks like a multi-chrome, but if you just kind of lightly dust it on with those, I think you'll get a look that's toned down, because I know a lot of times, listen, me, I don't usually do looks this intense for work, but just because I don't have as much time when I'm getting ready for work, but I would definitely wear this look to work. I probably just wouldn't do false lashes. That would be the tweak I made to it. But I know a lot of people say they don't want to wear a ton of color, a ton of bold looks to work. So I definitely think that this palette, you could do something toned down if that's a concern of yours, especially even like the white and the black, kind of mix it up to make a little bit of a gray. Just put it in the outer corner and then go in with the lid like with one of these. Anyways, I'm just giving you options. I'm gonna do more looks though. I just had to share that kind of first impression with y'all. I love my look. Okay, but we have more to do, so let's jump on into the next one. Okay, I am so excited to be playing with this palette again. I loved that first look so much. You know, at the end of the day, when you go to take your makeup off and you're like, but I don't want to. That was me. But today I want to do like a two-toned crease. We did something really fun, still kind of dark, but very colorful. And we're going to do something colorful again today, but I want to go more, maybe a little more grungy. So I'm going to be playing with the shade Beetlejuice. This is really like a dirty olive color, really pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with Beetlejuice, this purple. Yes, it's the two different spellings. This one where they're like beetle guys, and then this one actually like beetle juice. So I thought that was fun. I loved, like when I was looking at the palette, I was like Beetlejuice, and they did like the different spellings. So I thought that was super fun. But I'm going to take this BK Beauty A502, and we're gonna work Beetlejuice, the olive shade, in the front part of our crease, and then I'll go in with this Sigma E27 for the Beetlejuice purple shade, and we'll buff it kind of in the second half of our crease around to the outer corner. Okay, so I'm gonna take this olive shade and I'm really just putting it right here. So if you can see when my eyes are open, this is basically like the socket of my eye. So I want to kind of stamp this green shade on, and then just kind of slowly blend back and forth and around. And I want to make sure I'm taking this shade up a little bit higher. That's just something I like to do with my eye shape. Because I do have the deep set eyes, I like to bring the color up a little bit, just so that when my eyes are open, all the color isn't back, and there's some that's a little forward, so that when I'm looking at myself, I can still see the color there. Okay, I'm picking up the purple now, and I'm really just going to stamp it on like this with my brush, and then go in and blend like this. Okay, loving green and purple together. I love green and purple together. I feel like I kind of do that color combo fairly frequently. Every time I do, I have comments. Maybe you already left your comment saying Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras. I just love it together. I think it's so fun. But I'm ready to go in with Lost Souls. I want to use the shade. I think it's so beautiful. So I'm going to put this on half of the lid, and then on this outer portion of the lid, I want to go in with Tombstone. I think that's going to be really, really pretty. I am going to put down my KARLA Fix Potion. It's like kind of like an extra sticky adhesive. I just really enjoy using it when I'm playing with multi-chromes, duochromes, very sparkly shadows. It just brings a little intensity. Of course, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's just my like personal preference. I love using it. So I'm going to put it on the lid and we'll go in with these two shades, Lost Souls and Tombstone. All right, so I've got that shade on a What's Up Beauty brush. And I'm just pressing it on top of that KARLA Fix Potion first. That's what I like to do when I do these different, different eye primers. I kind of like to press first to get the most bang out of the shadow, I guess. That is such a beautiful shade though. I know when I did the swatches, I posted like swatches and different lighting and stuff. I hope that was helpful. And you'll definitely see the shifts in this shadow. Really, you'll see the shifts in multi-chromes the most in person. You really will. Like when you're moving around, doing different things, you know, you're gonna see the shifts the most, but I really tried to capture that with the swatches especially. All right, then I've got Tombstone on this Sigma brush, and I'm just pressing this on again. And what I'm gonna do is where the two shades kind of meet each other, I will just lightly kind of flick my brush like this so that it's not a harsh line separating the shades, but it's just kind of a gentle fade. Okay, I think the way everything is coming together is so fun. I'm really, really into it. But I want to go in with Beetlejuice, the purple shade, underneath the lower lash line. And then I want to go in with Afterlife on the inner corner. I think adding that pop of Afterlife is going to be really pretty and something maybe just a little bit different, rather than just going in with something really light or a different tone. But I want to keep the focus on, you know, what's going on the lid. I just think that'll be like a complementary tone. We'll see. This is a Sigma brush. This is a E57. I'm just making sure I really take this down and around and out like this, because I want, you know, even once I have on my mascara and all, when my eyes are open, I want you to be able to see the purple on the lower lash line. Okay, let's go into Afterlife and let's see. This is just a Sigma pencil brush. Yeah, that's pretty. I had a feeling that would complement, because it's such a shifty shade. Like if you're just looking at it head on, you know, you have the palette open in front of you, it looks like this blue shiny shade, but then when you swatch it and move it, it turns to so many different colors. So yeah, I thought it would be fun just to have this little pop of a multi-chrome on the inner corner, because depending on how you're moving, how you're talking, you're not really going to know what shade it is. But let's actually do highlight together before I, you know, see if I need to blend anything, do mascara, all of that stuff. Let's do a little bit of highlight together. So I've got my Oracle palette, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe we want to do something a little like pinky purple leaning with the eyes. So maybe this one, the Magician. I do have on this blush already from Unearthly. This is the shade Pop. So let's go in. Let's do the Magician, which would be this shade right down here. Again, I'm holding up the palette, but the pans like in front of the camera aren't going to look crazy different. But I'm going to pick this up on a E61 from Sigma. And look at that. It pulls mostly purple. Oh, it's so beautiful. This would be really pretty on the inner corner too, but I wanted to use that other shade from the Strange and Unusual palette. But that's absolutely stunning. Okay, let me finish up the rest of my makeup. I need to figure out what lip color I want to do, and then I will be back and we'll talk about the kind of finished look, because this is the final look with the shadow. I mean, if I'm doing mascara and I see I need to blend somewhere, I will, but this is the complete look. I just need to add my little finishing touches. All right, y'all, I added some Kiss You Do You lashes. I love this eye look. I just went with black eyeliner, and then I used my Give Beauty gloss, the new glosses I've been loving. This one is dolled up. I wanted to go with something kind of light on the lips so that the focus was mainly on the eyes, and of course the beautiful highlight. I really like this palette. I'm looking at it like, okay, potential new favorite. I think like this is just so fun, not just for Halloween. I definitely think it's releasing at a perfect time of year as a Halloween palette, but I'm just really enjoying this palette. I just think it's so beautiful. But we do have another look that I want to do, because I want to give y'all 3 full looks with this palette. I personally want to create 1,000 looks with this palette. I want to play with it and play with it and play with it and play with it. But I think 3 looks will definitely be able to give y'all some inspiration, and I'll be able to really tell y'all my thoughts on this palette. But yeah, I really like this look. I'm excited to be wearing it today. I'm actually headed out the door. I'm gonna go get my nails done, and yeah, I'm looking forward to wearing this look all day. But as I said, we've got another look to do, so let's move into that one. Woohoo! I'm excited to play with this palette again. Very excited to play with this palette again. Now, the first 2 looks that I filmed for y'all were pretty bold, intense maybe. Not for everybody, but I think I want to show a look that's maybe very simple, no false lashes. I mean, my other 2 looks were pretty simple too. Like, I'm a person, I enjoy doing my makeup, but I'm not trying to perfect things. You know, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? But I want to show something that maybe just feels a little more effortless. So what we're going to do is go in first with the red shade Lydia. I'm going to pick it up on a BK Beauty brush. This is a 503. And I'm going to kind of fluff this around. So the look is going to be still pretty bold. I mean, I'm putting a red shadow in my crease, but I think you'll see what I mean if what I kind of have in my mind turns out the way I'm thinking. Like, it's just going to be still fun, bold colors, but it's going to be a little more effortless when you see the complete look. So I've got Lydia, and I'm just going to press it on to my eye primer first. And I want to do this because I want to make sure that we really start out with the red. Okay, I also want to take this shade underneath the lower lash line. So just Lydia, that's all I've got, just Lydia right here. This is an Unearthly Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to buff this shade in. Okay, now I want to mix a bit, just scratch my shadow. Wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mix the matte red and the matte white. I want to create a pink shade. So I'm going to go white, 1, 2, 3, red, 1, 2, white, 1, 2, 3. Okay, creating my own kind of custom color. And look at that. You have a matte light pink in your palette just from mixing. I want to do a matte inner corner because we're gonna go sparkle on the lid, but I didn't want to do a matte red. I didn't want to do a matte white. I want a matte pink. So I have everything in this palette to create a matte pink. And that's what we got. There we go. Yay. And it has like this nice flow. Now I'm going to be using Witch Doctor, which is like a red orange gold shift, and Juno. So like I said at some point during this video, the palette is laid out where you can work in columns if you want to, rows, you can work in quads if you want to. It's very thoughtfully laid out, but I want to go Witch Doctor and then I want to go Juno. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I've got Witch Doctor and I didn't put any like different primer down or anything like that because I want to show y'all, you know, different ways. That's what I hope my video is for y'all. Again, just a reminder, in case I haven't said it already in this video, and if I have, it's okay, you're gonna hear it again. I am somebody who loves makeup. I love to purchase makeup. I love to try new makeup. I love testing new things, trying new formula. Listen, I love it. I love it. But I am never, ever, 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 ever making a video trying to sell you on anything. If you are on a low buy or a no buy, that is wonderful. I hope that my videos are entertaining for you. Maybe you can shop your stash, get ready with me. Maybe you just want to hang out. I love that. I love hanging out with y'all. But if you are, you know, thinking about this palette, considering purchasing it, I hope my videos are helpful to you as well. I just want to show you options with this palette. I've really been having fun with it. Really, really like it. But I want to show you, like, you know, a variety of looks. Okay, so with this look, I definitely think, you know, you could amp it up if you want to. You know, you could deepen up the outer corner. It would be pretty to add, you know, the more matte purple, maybe that black. You could definitely get more adventurous, more creative with this. These two brushes that I've been using, they're from the Lunar Beauty eye brush set, FYI. But you could do a lot with this. I just wanted to keep it super simple, not that many shadows. What did we use? Four different shadows for this look. I'm not going to do like liner and lashes or anything. I think I'm just going to put on mascara and maybe a little something in my waterline. That's it. But I do want to do highlighter together. I think I need to blend just a little more out here. It's fine. I can do that in just a minute. But I want to go ahead and do another highlighter. And why don't we do the moon? I've shown y'all how the like whiter, I don't want to say white because it's more like they have almost a translucent base or something with the color shifts. So I don't want to say white and like scare anybody who is like a white highlighter. That's not for me. No, not white, but they do look white in the pan, right? So I want to use this one that looks different from the rest, right? So let me find my brush. Okay, this shade is called the Moon. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. Ooh, so glowy, so sparkly. Oh, I like it. I can't even tell on the face, like, it has so many different colors of reflect in it on the skin. Okay, I'm into it. I'm going to finish up my makeup. This is basically the finished look, but I am going to, you know, mascara and stuff. And then I want to come back and I want to kind of summarize my thoughts and give you the review on this one. All right, mascara is on. Just in the lower waterline, I went in with BEATRIX Burgundy liner. Used my Melt Cosmetics Supernatural Lash Mascara. I'm wearing Unearthly Tangy Blush. Okay, let me share my thoughts. First, let's talk about the highlighter palette because I wanted to talk about that. New favorite without a question. New favorite. Love the theming. I think it's so fun. You get a nice mirror in here, and these highlighters are gorgeous. I don't know if like y'all saw just how like sparkly and colorful, but also how they like sank into the skin in a very seamless way. Like, I'm just so into it. I really see this palette becoming like a yearly favorite for me. And I think I said, but I'll link everything down below. I did purchase this. I do have an affiliate code with the brand. It's Heather, if you want to save. You don't have to use it, but I'm just throwing it out there. I'll put it in the description box as well. And then they sent me the Strange and Unusual palette. So let's talk about this. I have used every shade in this palette, whether here on camera or off camera, just me playing with makeup. This is going to be in my yearly favorites for sure. I know I said that about the highlighter palette, but eyeshadow is something that I try a lot of. I buy so many eyeshadow palettes. It's one of my favorite parts of makeup, and I just love this palette. I truly love this palette. It is amazing. The mattes are pigmented while still being able to like layer them, build them up, blend them out. There's no skipping. There's no having to like really work to pack a shade on to get it to show up. It's just such a beautiful palette. The multi-chromes shift beautifully. They have a lot of sparkle. Just everything in this palette. There's no bad shade in here. There's really no bad shade in here. You know, sometimes with palettes, I can be like, you know, I really like it. This shade's a little difficult to work with, but blah, blah, blah. No, every shade in here is beautiful. This color story is very unique to me. I feel like a lot of thought went into this palette, a lot of, I don't know, it's just, I'm just telling you, when it comes to the year end, when I'm kind of like wrapping everything up and I'm sharing my favorites with y'all, I know this palette is going to be at the top. Like, it's going to be at the top. I love it. I love it. I love the theme. I love the quality. I think everything about it is just so beautiful. I really love when makeup makes me so excited like this and so happy. I mean, listen, I love makeup. I love trying new makeup. I love testing new makeup. I love playing with makeup. So makeup in general, like, it's fun for me. But this palette, like, it's another level. I'm so happy to have this. I really hope that you enjoyed the looks that I showed you. I just wanted to show you some versatility. Again, I wish I could share 1,000 looks with y'all, but I really hope you enjoyed these 3. It was a lot of fun for me. I hope that whatever you are doing, you are having an amazing day, night, year, everything. Thank you for watching. I love hanging out with y'all in the comments. So yeah, definitely let me know what you're thinking of this palette. Are you planning to pick it up? Is it on your wish list? Are you shopping your stash? I would love to know, but I hope you will subscribe because I have lots of fun videos coming, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye.